Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome. If you're new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. And today we are going to be setting up our planners for January. We're going to do this in parts because I don't want this to take long, and I also want to show those who are new to digital planning how you can go about setting up your planner for a new year. And so we're going to go ahead and get started just because this process can be lengthy, but I'm going to try to make it very short. Just so that, attention spans stay with me. So I've already changed my colors for my Zoomniotes situation, but we're going to go ahead and click directly into the planner, and we're going to do something we usually don't do. We're going to go straight to the home button here, and we're going to work our way through the main core. We've only really used this section for 2023 because that's what we were working with. But now we're going to go over to this section and we're going to go to yearly goals. So this is the yearly goals setup, but I'm going to do something a little differently. I'm going to use this, but I'm also going to paste like two views behind it that I want, actually no, one view behind it that I want to use that came from the box. So in order to do that, if you're using Zoomniotes, you are going to want to just upload it as its own document. I find that to be a lot easier, especially if it's something that you will use over and over again. And so when you get your box, it will be the one titled 2024 New Inserts. You can use the compressed version or you can use the regular version. That's completely up to you. I'm going to use the regular version, and I'm going to go ahead and let that download. And I want it as a digital planner. So I'm going to hit import, and boom. And so now we're going to go back to our planner. I have it set where it'll always go back to the front cover, even if I click out. Oh no. Also, I did a vote in Discord and everyone voted real time. So I'm going to keep it where if there is something that's acting funky, I will edit that out. But we're going to go back to yearly goals, and we're going to go ahead and paste that page behind this one because it flows within its same setup. And this is only this setup. I'm going to show you something else as well. There's a few things that this planner has to set your year up. Excuse me, and let me turn my daughter's monitor down. So you'll go over to pages. We're already where we want to be, and we're going to click that little arrow with the down, and we're going to do it from another document. And it's going to pull the documents up that we have, and we're going to click this one. Now what color do I want to use though? I didn't really think about that. I think I'm gonna go with blue. Blue is my favorite color. So I'm gonna import the second page of this document. You just want to do the 2024 faith goals situation. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna import that one. And then we're gonna hit cancel. And so now we have that one behind there, so we can go ahead and hit back. And so now when we swipe, it's right here. If you're using Zoomniotes, the little arrow thing that does that helps you to swipe through the pages really smooth, but it's best to turn it off if you're going to be clicking through links, because if you do it with it on, it'll give you a pixelated experience. So let me show you what I mean. If I turn on the arrow where it's easy to swipe, if I click to the home, it's going to do all of that. But if I turn it off, it'll immediately jump around the planner without that going on. So that's why I recommend just kind of turning that on and off. I always have it over here so I can easily toggle between the two. And so 1 second. Oops. All right, I wanted to bring you all in closer. And so with the yearly goals, it has my top 3 goals, my to-do lists, and my action plans. Now, this for me personally, I am not going to fill out yet because I have to consider what my business will be doing for the new year. So obviously right now I'm closing things up with winter products. I have not yet created an action plan for next year's products, things that I would be looking to create, because I have to see how this box does for everyone before I make that decision. So this will be a page that I would fill out over time for me because I'm going to be using this section for my business. So I'm going to swipe And this will be the page that I focus on for right now. Let me go ahead and pull in GoodNotes for my stickers. And so with this page, it is going to be mainly focused on my faith. And so I'm going to pause this and fill it out, and then we'll come back in and we can decorate together. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and wrote in all of my stuff that I wanted to fill in for this particular segment. And so I'm going to pull in some decorations. I'm going to go to the January box folder, and I'm going to go over, actually, I'm going to go over into the dashboard. And the reason why I recommend doing your faith setup before you go and do your dates and everything is because it's going to set your mind up for the right things. Like, you're going to be mentally more set to do your plans, basically. You can't put God at the head of your plans if you don't literally put him at the head of your plans. I feel like I put a dot somewhere, so I'm just going to go back twice. And I'm going to use the blue just because I feel like it suits this a little bit better. I'm going to keep it real simple here because I don't feel like I need a whole lot. I'll probably put it up here. That way I don't interrupt anything that's over here. And then I'm going to just kind of read the verse here. So it's Isaiah 40:31. It says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." It's one of my favorite verses. And I love it so much because it's for those who hope in the Lord. So we have to have our hope in the Lord for the year of 2024, you all. Okay? We will have renewed strength this year. Amen, right? We will soar on the wings like eagles. We will soar on wings like eagles. So we're going to soar over all of the troubles and all of the things. And I did see this one thing about eagles. As they get older, their bodies really start to fight against them. Their nails curl under, their beak curls over where, like, it's to the point where they can't eat. They become weak. They're starting to molt, like they're molting, their feathers start falling off. And so they go on top of a mountain, and for a certain amount of, I forget, it's like months or something like that, they can either go off and die, or they can fight the fight and shed all of that off of themselves, banging their beak against rocks until it breaks, and then it regrows properly and all of that, and they come out anew. So seeing the soar on wings like eagles, it's also that you will completely renew yourself, and when you feel weak or like you're falling to the world or things that are going on, you're supposed to do what eagles do, which is refresh. So I love this so much. It's definitely a note. I'm going to put a heart by that. And it says they will run and not grow weary. So we're going to have that endurance. I'm going to write it right here. Endurance. And not grow weary. Because he asks us to have strength and hope in him, right? And when we can't, we have to lean on him. And then they will walk and not be faint. So we will have our strength from the Lord, because that's where it comes from, right? So I love that so much. So that is going to be my setup for this particular view. So now we're going to go ahead and go back. You can link this. I'm probably not going to because I'm lazy right now. I'll go back and link it when it starts to become an annoyance. So with the quarterly planning and the progress tracker, those are things that you can look into doing later. I will fill this kind of stuff out as I go, but we'll get there. The next portion of this planner that you will want to set up for the new year is going to be over here, which is in your faith index. The information page is the first segment. So you want to click on that, okay? And I recommend reading through this. If you have had any of the faith notebooks, this is the exact same thing. I'm literally bringing it over into here. And so it's going to ask you to write who this faith journal belongs to, the start date and the end date. So the beautiful thing about this is that we will actually be able to complete the full year of this. With the notebooks, I kept changing the design, and so it didn't really feel like we got to complete the full year of it. So we are going to be able to complete the full year this time. Let me go ahead and change the color of this font. And so obviously this book belongs to me, so I'm going to write my name and my last initial. And I'm going to just pop it here. And then obviously I'm starting it. I'm going to put the new year just because that's when this portion of the planner, look at me, this portion of the planner will actually be going. And then the end date I'm not going to put, because I just want to do that when I actually complete the planner, because then it'll feel really good. And so over here, you're going to put the things that you would work on for each month. So it's 12 sections here. I'm going to wait for January to actually put those things, because obviously it's still December, but I'm just showing you how to kind of get started on the faith section. And so here is your faith notebook setup. And so this is very important to do this portion, because it's going to hone in on those more precise things. It's not like the yearly one. So I'm going to go ahead and fill mine out, and then we can come back and decorate. All right, so I filled in the main portions. Over here, you can do a pie chart to just kind of playfully like put how much of a percentage all of these things are in relation to what's in your heart. It's a great way to see if things are balanced. I think mine is relatively balanced enough, but what I'm gonna do instead of using this is I'm probably going to, oh, this is the wrong thing, that's why. I'm gonna get the picture frame, and I'm gonna grab a photo of a house, because that's like one of the big things for me this year. So first, actually, let me grab the shape tool and just kind of pop this on here. And then I'm going to lock that so that I don't mess around and have anything happen that I don't want to happen. So I'm going to go to lock, and I'm going to lock it. So now it is locked there. And then I'm going to go over into, do I have Pinterest on here? Yes, I do. Oops. Let's go over to Pinterest. Boing. And I'm just going to type in Southern house. I love a good Southern style house. And it's just so like chef's kiss to me. But I still want it to look clean. Like something like this would just be like, oops. Would just be like, yes please. Ooh, even this is cute. So I'm going to click on it. And then I'm just going to download the image, and then I'm going to go back over into Zoomnotes, and I'm going to just go over here, and I'm going to click on photo, and it's going to pull that up for me, and boom. And so now I need to crop it, but I'm going to pull in my little picture frame first, just to kind of see what sizing I would need to do for it. All right, and so now I'm going to click this, and I'm going to hold my finger down on it, and I'm going to go to crop, and I'm going to do rectangle style crop, and right about here I think is where it was stopping at. And so now we can put this over it like so. Still need to crop it a little bit more, so let's do that. I see now where that line ends. Oh, wrong. Wrong thing. We're not cropping you, boo. We're cropping you. You guys said real time. I'm still trying to edit it a little bit so that it won't be too long, because attention spans really sometimes still kind of run low, so I don't want to lose you all. I want you to still be here with me at the end of this. All right, so I've got my picture here. And I'm going to just put a little thingamajig. I'm going to put Faith Have It right here-ish. And then I'm going to use one of the little circular things that I was talking about. I'm going to use this glitter one. I'm going to bring it in here and pop it up at the top. But I like mine to have a low, like I like it to be less opaque, so we're going to go to crop, we're going to go to opacity, and we're going to turn it down just a little bit and hit done. Boom. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it feels less bulky, and then that's there. And we still need something over here, so I'm going to grab some decor, and the decor I choose is going to be the lady praying, and I'm going to choose this one because it's the closest one to me. as far as looks are concerned. And I'm just going to shrink this down just a little bit here and pop it there. All right, so now, oops, now we have this cute little like setup going on over here, and I need a bow. So I'm gonna click over here, and I'm gonna grab this one because this color has just been calling my name. It's so bright and it's just gorgeous. And I'm gonna pop it up here, and boom. And so now the rest of this is your current faith reads, so you can use that. How many? Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. So let me see. That's 6. And that is 6. So let's see here. Hold on, before I pull that in, let me go back to that white square. And I'm just going to, I hate when it does this like kind of thing. I don't know what that is about, but let's do that again. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. It's like the shape doesn't want to stretch. Aish, what's going on? Let me see if it's something here that maybe... Oh, because it's trying to stay symmetrical. See, it's always something. You always got to look. Here we go. There we go. Okay, see, it was me. And we're going to go ahead and lock that in place also. But see, y'all, so with real time, I feel so nervous now. I haven't done like real time planning in so long. And even the ones that I do, you know, they're still... Oops. Now, see, that was my fault. I went back twice. Even the ones that I do now, like, it's still kind of weird because I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like people won't watch the whole thing. Like, I feel like it'll just kind of be like, oh, it's background noise, and then I've missed everything that you've said. Like, that's kind of like what I feel sometimes. All right, so we've got this portion taken care of and this portion, and then this here is just your current faith-based reads. So mine is going to be filled with all the PBC reads for each month because this is a monthly situation. Now it does have it for 2 months, so you could do your personal monthly reads and then PBC monthly reads next to each other if you're a part of the Discord, so that's something to consider. All right, so now we're going to go back to the home section, and our faith situation is fully set up for the most part. There are some other things in here that you can use. Let me see here. Oops. Not this. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing any views at all. That's the perpetual thingamajig. You can use this to track your Bible reading, which I will be doing, but that'll be on another video, not this particular setup one. Let me just make sure, because I'm going to end the video here, and then I'm going to do another segment where we do some more planning. If you're trying to read the Bible in the year, here's your tracker for that. I personally don't do the Bible reading in a year, but I know a lot of people are really into that. So if that's something you want to do, there is a tracker for that in here. All right. I think that's it. That's all she wrote. All right, you all, so that's all the faith setup that we're going to do in this particular planner for the year of 2024 as of right now. But I'm going to end the video here. If you like what you see, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This is just part 1 of a very short series to show you how to actually use this planner to get the full benefits of it. If you like what you see, once again, it's in the description box below. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video. It really does help me out, and I will chit chat with you all later. Bye.